Shalom everyone. In Parshat Ve'etchanan, it begins by Moshe recalling how he prayed to come into Eretz Yisrael. If we remember when Moshe hit the rock instead of speaking to it, even though it's very mysterious that his decree was that he could not lead Israel into the Holy Land. But now in Parshat Ve'etchanan, he is recalling to the people that he actually prayed many times to be able to bring Israel into the Holy Land, which means he could come as well. And we're told that the numerical value of the word ve'etchanan, which in English means he pleaded, he prayed, is 515. And so the Midrash tells us that Moshe prayed 515 times because the numerical value of this word is 515. But we see further that the main word for prayer in Hebrew is tefillah. And tefillah also equals exactly 515. So it wasn't just this one time that Moshe is relaying to the people how he prayed 515 times. It means that his 515 prayers, in a sense, was a manifestation of the essence of prayer itself. Because this is what Moshe wanted more than anything in the world, was to come into Eretz Yisrael. But we see another word that has also the same gematria of 515, and that is shira, song. And here we learn something very important, that since prayer and song, tefillah and shira, share the same numerical value, what we can learn from this is that the essence of prayer is song. And the essence of song is prayer. And that's why, even though we usually recite the Psalms of King David composed the Tehillim as songs. They were all played to music. And at one point, David says in the Psalms, Va'ani tefillah, I am prayer. Meaning, prayer is not something that I do. It's not an activity. It is who I am. Meaning that David HaMelech was always in a prayerful state of mind. He was always connected to God, always thinking about God, speaking to God, communing with God. So therefore he said, Va'ani tefillah. David is called the sweet singer of Israel. Na'im Zmirot Yisrael. The sweet singer of Israel. So here we see in the personality of David, he is the essence of prayer, and he's also the essence of song. And that's why in the temple in Jerusalem, every day the Levites were singing. It was part of the whole ritual, part of the offerings, was that the Levites were accompanying the service of God with song. And in fact, when someone would come to the temple, the most tangible experience they would have is hearing the heavenly music of the Levites. And we know the power of music to to affect us, to awaken our heart, awaken our soul. And so this is part of we'll call it the magic, the mystical, spiritual experience of coming to the temple, was being in the presence of this heavenly music. But this heavenly music was accompanying the service of God. And we don't have offerings anymore. So the sages said, so what replaced the offerings? And they said prayer. So to this day, prayer and music go together. Tefillah and shira. And so I bless everyone to really learn this numerical gem, not only in an intellectual way, but to know that the essence of prayer is song. And the essence of song, the reason it moves us so much, is it because it can awaken, inspire our deepest longings, our deepest prayers. So may we be blessed to unify prayer and music.